Hi, I'm Mai. So, Wuthering Waves is an open world action RPG with gacha pulls and an immersive storyline. After a scene where you are sent off by your mysterious celestial goddess girlfriend, you wake up to find you have no memory of who you are or where you're from. All that you can gather is that you're something called a resonator. After being found by, and I apologize for how I may butcher these names, but I want to try, Yang Yang and Tisha, you travel with them to meet up with their friend slash group leader, Baiji, out near the outskirts of what I understand to be the main hub of this game, Jinzhou. Gotta say, I've loved stepping out of my usual comfort zone of English and Japanese names to this new territory. Now, this isn't a review, but if it were...
I'm sorry, you got someone named Mulan, and he's not like a warrior, a soldier, anything that I would expect Mulan to be. You had a job. You had one job. Dishonor on this game. Yes. Two creatures and where to find them. I can tell them to sit. Ooh, good doggy. Who's a good doggy? Who's a good doggy? You are. You're such a good doggy. Yes. You get pets. You get pets. Good pupper. All right. The game has redeemed itself. I take back my dishonor for the Mulan. You can pet the dog. 10 out of 10. Perfect game.
This game has been on my radar for a while, mainly because of the aesthetic of the world and the character designs. It all just seemed really neat to me. I just couldn't justify taking the time to check it out, or especially taking time away from my usual schedule of webcomic work and such to do any fan art or anything. Until now. That's right. I'm coming at you all with a sponsorship. It is my very first one. I'm actually kind of excited. So this is actually linked to my Twitch streaming, twitch.tv/my57 by the way. But I'm bringing it here too. Click the link in the description of this video to download the game on PC and use the code WUTHERINGGIFT for the next, as of recording this, 17 days. As you progress through the game and reach various checkpoints, you'll also get little freebies and goodies as a reward for helping me out. Anyway, on with the real points of this video. Drawing my dorks as WUWA characters. I initially hoped, once I started the game, I'd latch on hard to enough characters to want to draw enough fan art to make a video. But I'm slow at games, and as much as I'd like to, I don't think I should make a whole video just for drawing Jisha. Though, if you like that, let me know in the comments. Perhaps it could still happen. In the meantime, I've done some quick-ish sketches. The idea was to take inspiration from the designs and clothing of characters I met while playing the game. In some cases, I outright lifted the outfit straight from the character onto my dork, but in others, I just strove to match the vibes. First up is Koji, my son, my mini-me. He's straight-laced and heroic, so I essentially lifted the look of the generic dude soldiers around town. Then added a tiny bit of individuality by giving him long coattails. Nothing big, nothing special, but very much him, you know? Next up is my baby girl, Hikari. She, of course, needed to lean into the fox theming. I'm unsure how much outright magic plays a role in this world, but I can't help but feel like she'd have at least some of her powers in this world too. At the very least, she'd be a great illusionist, making it seem like she's got magical powers. With that, I leaned into the trickster fox aesthetic, lengthening the back of her Aldai split dress to look like a foxtail. Thank you, Rena Rouge from Miraculous. I added the corset belt as a place to attach details like a pouch or a silk bag for holding things like smoke pellets or magic bombs. Her hair is a Sailor Moon reference. It's giving small lady. Up third is my prima ballerina, the princess herself, Himeko. I saw the outfit for this character called, I think it was Shorekeeper, and I ran off with it. I mean, look at that flowy skirt. Absolutely needed to put my ballet princess in this. The hood wasn't working for me though, so I lifted one of Himeko's hairstyles from my sketchbook and added some tendrils of hair flowing around to mimic the flow of that hood in a way. Then we have my favorite little snowman, the energetic, charismatic, and outspoken Reina. I immediately knew that if I wasn't getting my Tisha fan art fix, then Reina would be the one to deliver the energetic vibes. This also adds the fun of reimagining Tisha's look on a larger body. I love the asymmetry of Tisha's design. Pro tip: you want to give someone's look a bit of extra quirkiness? Asymmetry is your friend. Something about uneven outfits that says, I'm fun and thriving in my freedom. Number 5 is the shorty with the short fuse, my thin brick with lots of kick, Yuna. I knew only one thing going into her design. Yuna was going to be a fist fighter. Whereas everyone else has swords and weapons to use in battle, she is going in with her bare hands and suplexing the enemy into submission. This girl is a tiger, ready to pounce on her enemies. I keep the base of her design simple enough, focusing on giving her mobility. She has a corset belt much like Hikari's, but it's cinched in the back, with the ribbon tying it laid to look like a kitten tail. For as brutish as Yuna can be though, she can be pretty girly at times, so I added a half skirt and a big stonkin' bow to her hair. She's a tiger and a precious delicate flower at the same time, and you can't tell her otherwise. Finally, there's my golden child who can do no wrong, my baby boy, the pansexual flirt who can pull off any look with confidence, Shiro. One thing that jumped out to me quickly while looking at the character designs is that the girls all showed their legs to some extent, wearing short skirts, shorts, etc., but every single dude had on pants. That wasn't going to work for Shiro. He would want to show off them assets as much as anyone else. I knew I had to put him in shorts somehow. The answer? Initially, I thought chaps. I immediately got to work looking at chap designs. But the opening wasn't working for me. I preferred the opening on the outside. That's when I saw this little guy. The way his pants are layered, the top layer being open on the sides, perfect. I lifted those pants wholesale, changing the design so that it showed shorts and leg instead of an underlayer of pants. Afterward, I tweaked everyone's sizing and made sure they lined up well enough to their relative heights. Koji is canonically the tallest, and the shortest is Reina. And there you have it, sketches of my 6 dorks as WUWA characters. These sketches are admittedly messy, and ideally I'd take time to turn these into more complete works. Should I? Let me know. Give a comment in the chat below if you want to see the fully actualized artwork of these dorks. Until next time, thanks for watching. I hope you have a lovely morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is where you are. And bye-bye.